Chat. Big Mike is sus. If they didn't know before. Alright. What is up, chat? Yo, my nerds with fucking disrespectful attitude. My nerds with anxiety, anxiousness. Anyways, fuck it. Anyways, what the fuck is up? How's it going? It is, you know, your favorite nerds in the kingdom, Mr. Big Michael Swagger on that left-hand side. And then hold the applause. It's me justified. It's cool. I know Big Mike's the crowd favorite. How you been? How you say Reddit? What'd you say?
Nothing. What was your question?
I don't know. I lost focus after what you said. Anyways,
I tend to do that to people when they see me.
Okay, buddy. Anyways, have you been listening and tuned in to the Marvel news and shit?
That's outside of the trailer that dropped this week. Nope.
Outside
There's a
of
lot
the
there.
I guess we should just get straight up into it. What did you think about the trailer?
I am very excited. I really hope they didn't show too much of it. That's always my fear, not just Marvel, just like movie trailers in general. But I mean, the movie looks incredible. I think honestly, one of the most things I was excited about was seeing Jamie Foxx as Electro, because that's my guy.
And we did see him in the trailer too.
We did see him in the trailer. I love the little nod they had to his like Marvel, his comic book
Yeah,
costume.
his comic book costume, right? Yeah,
That was sick. That was so cool. Sandman looks cool. I hope it's the same actor. I haven't looked into that. And you got Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I also like the concept of all of them died fighting Spider-Man. That I think that's interesting. I like that concept.
Oh, you saw that about that snippet too, yeah?
Yeah, then when Doctor Strange said that in the trailer, so Peter's gonna be fighting to save them, and it's just interesting to me because one rumor I had heard, of course, nothing's confirmed. This is when they first announced the movie, and when people started having the rumors about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back, is that they were coming back, but they weren't necessarily coming back as their versions of Spider-Man. They were coming back as some other alternate versions of Spider-Man, like one where, like, Tobey Maguire had pretty much lost all of his family, like MJ died, and another pretty much just like really sad versions of Spider-Man. I don't know if those are true, but either way, I'm gonna be happy to see them and what they bring.
So I've heard we're getting them. It's gonna be Tobey Maguire's is gonna be aged, obviously, with him. Kind of gonna be more of a mentor role to Tom Holland's character. One thing I thought was sick was in the trailer. You see Mary MJ falling. Very reminiscent of Andrew Garfield.
Stacy.
So, and then the first talks on the internet is he has to be the one that saves her, right?
I saw that too.
Has to be. So, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That the trailer was lit for me. I thought it was sick. But even the little snippets that people are just like, ooh, mate. Like, I was already hyped. I'm to Pluto right now on it. No cap. I'm on Pluto with Lil Uzi right now on how hyped I am about this shit. So it's good.
Uzi's on Pluto.
What?
Uzi's on Pluto.
No,
he had that kind of money.
He calls himself Baby Pluto. So he's weird.
Okay.
He's weird.
I thought he was on the Jeff Bezos. Okay, no man, live your life, King.
Yeah, live your life, King. I ain't. You normal actually. He's normal. This world is unusual, so he's normal at this point. But,
he's the one that got the diamond in his forehead, right?
Yeah, he's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's weird. I take what I said back. He's weird. But yeah, man, that, and then, I mean, this was a little over the top, but people were like analyzing, how, because they really did their best not to, to cut them out of the out of the trailer, and
he's about to talk about the Brazilian one where they caught
Brazilian already.
Yeah.
I mean, Brazilian. Feige over there like, you motherfuckers. Ooh, I gotta fuck up now because it's like, okay, what? Just give us wine, But I'm okay. I'm okay with not getting one because that trailer was sick. And then to see Doc Ock's what are they called? The metal arm tentacle thingies, wannabe tentacles.
Yeah.
Them things, bro. To see the nanotech go, Tony Stark's nanotech go to his robot thingies.
Oh, is
kind
that
of
what happened?
fire, dude. Yeah, his robot arms are. What is the right thing to call them?
I mean, robot arms. I would just
Whatever.
robot tentacles.
Whatever, you know, whatever.
I
Was
think
so sick.
So that's why they turned red.
Yes, they're absorbing
Oh.
those. I don't know if absorbing is the right word, but they're at least adapting with the nanotech that Peter has as they're scraping it off of his suit.
I feel like he's gonna help them to a point and then turn out to be the real big bad for the movie.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know. I honestly thought, because it was the part where Doctor Strange was like, they can't be in this world, like they're a threat to this world. I honestly assumed that was like reality distorting or something, like something was going on with reality. But no, that makes way more sense.
Peter's getting his ass whooped, and the nanobites were flipping sides on him.
I was like, y'all make fun of my name, but I'm about to level up on your ass. Okay.
He like,
about to get A-legs for real.
Y'all already upgraded me, so y'all can keep talking that shit, Ned. MJ.
I remember in Spider-Man 2 when those were out, bro, those things were legitimately scary.
No cap. I remember that now too. Because they were just freaky in the movement.
The movement was freaky, and it's the fact that, like, essentially they had their own mind.
Yeah,
like that.
They have their own mind still.
It
was weird. It was weird. That's why I don't want. I mean, you can miss him with that hardcore AI shit, bro.
Now, this is me just thinking. Do you think this could possibly? Do you know about Superior Spider-Man? Have you heard of that before?
No.
So Superior Spider-Man was this very interesting series in Spider-Man where Doc Ock in the comics was like super old. He was about to die. I don't know if it was from natural death, like just age, or disease. And basically what he did was switch his and Peter Parker's mind so that Peter Parker's mind was in Doc Ock's body, and then Doc Ock had Peter Parker's body. Now, something else happened. Peter, quote unquote, beat him and got his mind back into his own body, but Doc Ock's body was there too. And for a while, they had basically made it seem as if Doc Ock's mind had overridden Peter Parker's mind, and Peter Parker was gone.
I heard about that. So yeah, I heard about that possibly. I don't think it's gonna happen because one, I think that would throw off a lot of the very normies like myself. The thing is, I would understand it. I'm not a complete normie. I just fell off of Spider-Man in some of the original ones because to me, like, I liked the first one. The second one was kind of boring to me. Of like the not Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire ones. And then the Andrew Garfield one was kind of the same deal. First one was cool. Second one was and then I'm not gonna lie, I think because Robert Downey Jr. was in Tom Holland's. Yeah, I really liked this Peter Parker a lot. But to call myself a normie would probably be the safest way to put it, just because of my lack of his comic book knowledge, of comic book knowledge on him. But yeah, dude, I hate to say it, but there's so many avenues they could go with this shit too. I'm fucking excited. This shit it's around the corner. We got less than a month.
Really around the corner. It's
less than a month. Dude, I'm
real
going
quick for
night.
anybody that's like interested in, like, let's say you don't want to read comics, which you totally should. You should go to a comic, like, the experience of just going to a comic book shop is dope. But for anybody that's like kind of wants to just get kind of like a cliff note versions of stuff, do you mind if I say a few different channels?
Give a fuck.
All right. Comic Historian, Variant Comics, and What If Culture. They have different nerd culture things, but those are three channels that I watch. I've watched in the past. Like they'll have a whole they'll go through like different series, different art. Like they went through a whole, because the thing about comics that I didn't know is that, like, not every Justice League series, not every, Superman series, not every, Batman series, not every, DC series is going to combine. Like, they do different series, different arcs. Like they did, they went through a whole, because the thing about comics that I didn't know is that, like, not every Justice League series, not every Spider-Man series was written by the same person.
Mhm.
They'll have like all these issues, but they'll be different. So they'll go by them by their different runs. So they'll have like a full thing on like the Justice League, um, that was written by whatever. I think it was Jeff Johns. I can't remember, but they'll have their full thing. But yeah, they're really cool. And they what I like about them is they're the people that I checked out before we went to go see Eternals
Mhm.
because they just had like just like a very cool for like Spider-Man. They'll probably have more, but for your Eternals, it was like a quick 6 minute video about their backstory. If you wanna just get a little insight into that. So
That's
for
lit.
anybody, yeah, it's dope, man. They're both super dope. Oh, another one. Hold on, I gotta make sure I put my black people on. I think is he Dope Comics? What's his name? I follow him. I'm subbed to him. Um, dope.
It's just, dude. This I told everybody this. I think I said this the last podcast. Once Spider-Man comes out, bro, it was Eternals. Who? I did not care, bro. I'm gonna be honest. And then the thing is, it took a trailer. And I'm like, Eternals? Who? Like for real, for real.
Disrespectful. They saved us from a giant
Void.
wannabe god. Okay.
And then flew into the guy that wanted it to happen flew into the sun.
Dope Spill Comics is his name.
Dope Spill Comics.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys should go check them out.
But yeah, man, this movie, I feel like they're holding back a lot of stuff too that we have no idea about. So, which segues me. Did you hear about what Tom Holland said?
About him, if he's still playing Spider-Man at age 30, he would have done something wrong.
No. He's campaigning basically for the Miles Morales.
Oh, for them to bring him in? Oh.
And then, not to mention, well, right after, I believe it was Sony or Marvel. I think it was Sony. Confirmed that they're really, really looking forward to making a Miles Morales live action soon.
Let's do it.
How, like, first of all, do you think we're going to see him at all in this movie?
I really want to say no. I don't think so. In a way, it would make sense if we did. Just because, I mean, this is a Spider-Verse, live action Spider-Verse movie, essentially, is what it's going to come down to. But if we get anything, I highly anticipate it's going to be in like like a post credits, not even like mid, how they did the mid credit scene for their stuff. I'm thinking this is like you gotta be sitting down, waiting. Everybody else is on, and
when I see people getting up, and it's like, y'all know we're in a Marvel movie, right?
Bruh.
Like, this is a Marvel. Why are y'all getting up? Please tell me.
If you leave a Marvel movie before the credits are over, I don't even know why you came.
Like, I'm not one of those gatekeepers, but you scream normie.
You scream. When did you start using this term? When did you start? Because the first time I remember it was on your video, his Eternals video review. Y'all should go check it out if you have it. When you were like normie reviews, I was like, "Who the hell is this dude?"
I have to keep it real, bro. I'm a little bit of an advanced normie. There, we'll call it that.
An advanced normie. I'm just a full out weeb in case anybody's interested, man.
I'm like a precursor, you know. I'm the prelude. I'm that Star Wars. I'm the scroll.
You haven't
the
fulfilled
scroll, whatever they call it.
wishes.
But for me, actually, I want to ask you this too. How would you have him? How would you have his little cameo?
That's a really good question. Um. So, if they hadn't already name dropped it, well, not they haven't name dropped him, but they confirmed that he was in the universe already
Exactly.
when in the Homecoming. I would have liked it if during the tear, right? Because I said this before. Ultimate Spider-Man, which the Marvel universe, what I understand, was supposed to be partially. The MCU was supposed to be partially based off of the Ultimate Universe. In the Ultimate Universe, Spider-Man died. Peter Parker died. He is dead. And then Miles Morales took over, and then he jumped into the mainstream universe because he became so popular. I would have liked if something like that could happen, and we could, but the issue is I want Spider-Man to be older before we get Miles Morales.
True.
Because both started when they were teens. Obviously, Spider-Man now in the comics is like, I mean, comic book age is whatever, but he's essentially in his 30s, from what I would say. And Miles Morales is still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to of age Peter Parker, not Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. It's just this is just me. I don't want two people both trying to figure out how to be a superhero. I want one who's older and kind of has it figured out. Obviously, you learn as you go, but and is mentoring this other one, the younger one. But I don't want two of them at the same age. Now they could hit us with a little flippity do and give us a Miles Morales who's older. Now, I wouldn't hate that, but I wouldn't like it until I saw it. I would need to see how they do that. But yeah, so I don't think I answered your question, but
you kind of did. You kind of did.
Yeah. I just thought about it. I was like, I don't think I answered this question.
Kind of did.
But yeah, that's kind of if they do it. I'm really saying I don't want them to do it right now. Maybe do it when maybe we do because that you were saying last week that Spider-Man is it freshman year? Is that the anime series?
Yeah.
That's when he's in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
So very well, that could be a good point. Oh my god, voice crack.
Voice crackling.
Good point. After season 1, where they lived that, where they introduce now this high school guy, but I don't know how would you have them do it?
So here's my issue with that last point though. I love What If, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna have a shit ton of people that have no idea what the hell went on because it's a what's it called? Animated series. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that just because of it being an animated series, they just did not watch it. That's gonna, I mean, let's be real, it's gonna be the same thing that happens with that Spider-Man show. There's gonna be a lot of us, like me, you, hardcore nerds, hardcore Marvel fans that are gonna watch that, but you're gonna have a vast majority of people that don't watch that shit. Because there's a lot of people that really love Marvel that did not watch animated. So that's my only thing with putting, especially if they do something that regards to Miles Morales in that show, I would not like that because you're gonna be leaving. To me, that's giving him the short end of the stick, you know. And then I heard, some people wouldn't you just give him his own universe? There's this,
give Miles Morales his own universe.
Give him his own universe and have him come through, right?
So, okay.
Because
I was about to go off.
I don't like that because as on the Den of Nerds, Josh, he's the guy for that. Mm-hmm. He's like, Peter is supposed to be basically his Uncle Ben in this situation, his teacher, and he's okay. Let's put it like this: he's supposed to be Miles' Tony Stark, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Like the martyr, basically. Like he dies so that
Miles pretty much
step up.
Kind of.
Gotcha.
So you're really robbing that whole pass the torch type shit. if you just say, "Oh, we're giving him his own damn universe," right? And I kind of agree with that. I think so too. Um, I think, let's be honest, Tom Holland's really taking the main stage of Marvel right now. I mean, we've been talking about his movie for a year,
Yeah.
2 years. Every time he has a movie coming out, it's a big commodity because one, are we gonna get this movie or not? So let him take that role for a little bit. You know what I mean? As the new, I mean, as Spider-Man is supposed to be the face of Marvel, let him have that role for a minute. It was Tony Stark. It was Robert Downey Jr.
For 10 years.
Exactly. Let it pass down for a little bit. So what
Yeah.
I would do is we obviously know this is gonna involve the city quite a bit. So why not have just a little small part? Small part could be an end credit scene of just them kind of like recap it. I think you could just do it in the movie too, just a quick one. Miles, get in here! As Spider-Man is swinging through, easy. Because I've told you this from a long time ago, right? I've said I think what they will do is do the Black Panther route. You give him a small snippet, which was Civil War, which he did play a pretty big part. You give him a small snippet, give him his damn movie. And that's what they did. But I think just because of the age aspect, I think what you should be doing is, if anything, if you're going to introduce him in this movie, give him a little thing like that, because Tom Holland's still in high school in this movie. So you can't, in my opinion, don't make him, middle school. Because there's not, I mean, yeah, you look up to some high schoolers as a middle schooler, but it's not that big of a deal. Give them that little bit of an age gap. You give Tom, another movie? It would take, 2 years anyway to make. The third movie, let him grow out a beard, mustache, get a little scruffy, look his age a little bit, because that dude's almost 30, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because that
He's
was
like
actually
20
a point I was going to make. That's another thing, is they are kind of on a timetable. Also, not just because he is going to be 30, but he said, and of course, people change their minds.
I know.
But he said,
money fucking talks.
Money talks, but I could totally understand not wanting to play the same role for years.
Yeah, you don't want to end up. I mean, I'm sure he had probably quite a bit of conversations with Robert Downey Jr. on why he finally walked away.
Right, exactly. And
so,
so he's got. He's 25. So, and also there's just he looks like, not this is a shade to him, but yes, he does look like a high schooler now.
He's a baby face.
Yeah, but shoot, Pete really hit like a motherfucker, so you could wake up.
I mean,
6 months from now.
Honestly, all you gotta do is have him grow out a beard, grow his hair out a little bit. Fine, there you go.
And I also, real quick, to what that guy was saying about the passing the torch. I guess my only issue with that is that's an MCU thing, as far as Iron Man passing the torch to Spider-Man, and then potentially Peter Parker passing the torch, passing the torch to Miles Morales. Because from what I understand, in the comics, in the comics before Miles got moved to the main universe, the 616 universe, he never really had an interaction with Peter Parker,
True.
as either of them. And if they did, Miles didn't even have his powers. He was just maybe Peter saved him from something, but they didn't really have that interaction until he already moved to the 616 universe. And while Peter Parker was still acting as a mentor to him, Miles was already a hero in his own right at that point when he got moved over. True. So that's my only thing to that whole passing the torch thing. I definitely don't want them to rush Tom Holland out there, because Like I said, I've said this before. I like Tom Holland. I'm really hoping with this new movie we're about to get, and whatever else he might be doing, that it starts to grow up out of this. If the Diary with a Kid got spider powers thing that the vibe that I get from these, and we kind of caught. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel, and we kind of caught. I feel like we do catch that with like Mysterio. I think that was a
I
pretty
think that was
serious.
a come to age type movie for him.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But one thing I will take away from any of them is the fights between the designs of the supervillains, because Spider-Man has some of my favorite rogue gallery. I think he's for me he's up there with Batman and Flash, and the fights with those supervillains, because Spider-Man has to adapt. Like at the end of the day, he's a smart dude with artificial webbing, super strength, and agility in the spider sense. And even then, the spider sense, which I hope to God they don't call it Peter Tingle.
Peter Tingle?
Like that honestly was pissing me off that entire movie.
Tingle?
Which goes back to my Diary of a Wimpy Kid vibe. But is we have to see him adapt. Like especially in the first movie, he didn't have the super suit, right? He came at him with the pajamas.
True.
In the air. He had to fight the vulture in the air.
Yeah,
and then we see him had to adapt. But then he's fighting a million drones in the second one. He had to adapt. So I think he is played well, and they've written him well, better than the other two Spider-Man, as far as showing that different aspect of being Spider-Man. My only thing I want to add with him is like the clips, because I think Andrew Garfield killed the clips. That's one of my favorite things to do. Is I'll just go back and watch him just. The scene with the first scene we see him in the suit, and if I'm talking about Andrew Garfield and the Amazing Spider-Man, he's sitting in that car with that dude trying to rob the car, and he's just like, Andrew Garfield's in the back, he's just like, hey, you need a key to open it. Oh my God. And then the dude pulls out a knife on him, he was like, please, oh God, this is my greatest weakness, small knives. And he just starts shooting with the webbing. I love that. That's the Spider-Man
they haven't gotten him any like they haven't gave him any swagger, bro.
Right. Yes.
The most they gave him was when he was fighting those dudes in the bank in the first one.
Yes, bro.
That was the most
100%.
they gave him. It was kind of smooth, dorky smooth, and that fit. But they stopped. Well, no. What kills me is he gets in there, closes the most dorky way to close the door, and then he goes,
"Oh yeah,
that shit was fire, Loki.
Yeah,
it was fire." And then he goes, "Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, you're the Avengers." And then he's kicking their ass while he goes, "Thor, what do you go? Iron Man, you're a millionaire. Why are you robbing banks?" That was fire.
We need more.
We need more. No swag.
My references for that, like I said, are Andrew Garfield and the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series. That was just still the best one in my opinion.
And I gotta be real. I don't know if it's like kind of like a Disney thing of late, because if you there hasn't been a lot of swag. You know?
What do you mean?
No one's had really. I would say kind of the last. Well, I'll say nah. Like, it's a lot of their shit has been kind of the same in fight wise lately. For example, this is the one thing I really don't like about Black Widow is when Yelena's fighting, she's when she's getting the vials and she's still under the spell or whatever. It's in the beginning.
Yeah.
She gets caught up from that one girl that she kills. But this classic move now, I guess, that they're, for some reason, Disney is in love with, is the drop, catch, stab. I don't understand, but they've done that in so many damn movies lately that it's like, are we gonna do something new? So I guess they have the same choreographer for like everything right now, but that's what they've been doing lately. You don't agree?
I think you might be looking too beyond. I don't notice it if they
You want
do.
me to be real? You want me to be real? I remember I saw it in another. I think it might have happened also in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but
yeah, I'm rattling my brain trying to think of it.
It started with Ray in that Red Guard scene, and then she did it again in the last Star Wars to cheap shot Kylo. And I'm like, dude, are we gonna get something else? Is there another move? They've been really on that move lately. And then with that, like, that swift, like, unrealistic way of movement of their feet just gliding, which looks cool as fuck. But they did that with Luke, then they did it a whole bunch in Shang-Chi.
You know they had, like, magical abilities in Shang-Chi.
I understand that, but it's like, we're getting the same.
It's just repeat.
It's just repeat. It's just a repeat to me. Whatever. It's a small nitpick, but it's something I'm can we get something new? Can we get something new?
You disrespect the Airbenders right now. I'm getting on your ass.
Is he even gonna get his damn movie? I don't want to hear it. Okay.
I don't want him to.
Did you see that? They've casted.
I know what they've done. I don't want them to. My face got so serious because I mean that. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong ruined the first one.
Oh my God, you! Wow.
He pissed me off. I'm not sorry. He ruined it. You have one job. Ong, my guy. His name is Aang. How do you just rewrite somebody's name pronunciation?
Jesus. Right?
It's 2 A's, an N, and a G. Aang.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
I'm like, yo, and then here's what ticks me off about the last Airbender. There was how do you have creative differences with the people who creatively developed the show? They created it, and you had creative differences with them. And they left.
Who's in charge of it?
Netflix.
Is it like Warner Brothers? Oh, Netflix?
No, Netflix. Netflix is the company that's pushing it out. They're trying to do a series, and they had and the writers of the show were originally going, like, of the animated show, were originally going to also write the show, but they left because of creative differences. How do you just look at God and tell him, nah, Chief, I don't like that? How do you do that?
Jesus, bro. That's weird. That's weird.
I don't, and then because my thing is like, okay, you're a giant company, whatever, this is how you wanted it. The people who made it, that's not how they wanted it. All right, fine. Scrap it. No, we're gonna keep going, and potentially piss off everybody. I just don't understand that line of thinking. I just don't. Maybe I just should never own a company. But like we were getting articles of these guys saying, yo, the creators like, yeah, we're not gonna help out anymore. So this just became a fan fiction, is what you're telling me. This just
welcome to Star Wars.
I just don't understand that logic. Why do I get it's for the money, but fuck off.
I mean, we're gonna keep getting that type of shit until I mean, companies get to the point where they don't fucking care, unfortunately.
We gotta start boycotting and like genuinely boycotting stuff.
I'm willing to start with. I'm not gonna say that because I'm gonna definitely be watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I was about to go on a limb.
Let's start with Boba Fett. That still looks like a fan film.
I said that at first about Mandalorian, and then it ended up being fire. So I'm not gonna. I'm okay with their series. I'll boycott the fuck out of their movies right now. Miss me with that shit. What you gonna get me another Halo? Han Solo? Because everybody was wanting that. Everybody, yeah.
Did I see that with my dad?
I think you saw. No, we did not see it. I saw it with my mom, and she was like,
Yeah.
She
So
went
you
to
saw
sleep
your
with
mom.
that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say my dad also went to sleep. That's how I judge if a movie's good or not.
And then my mom really went to sleep in episode 7 and 8, and she didn't even go see 9.
She didn't even go. She's like, I'm gonna just stay.
No, she's like, I gave them 3 movies. I'm not going to see it.
She's like, I'm over here paying gas money to go sleep.
She said, I only liked one movie that Disney's come out with as far as the Star Wars series goes, and that was Rogue One, and only because I saw Darth Vader at the end. I don't want to watch any more of their movies. That's what she said.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, it's fair as fuck. Fair as fuck. Let's get this real quick. I want to ask you kind of 2 more questions. Miss Marvel being a genie instead of an Inhuman.
I'm sorry, she's a what? The fuck you say?
A genie.
Hold on, bro. Can you see?
I can see the light, but yeah, if that's what you're about to say, yes, I can see that. Let him Google real quick, chat. I knew he didn't know, and I knew if I brought it up, he was gonna go lose his shit. I'll tell you what this does for me, bro. Pushes it way more down on my list on what I care about. I'm gonna be real. I didn't care too much about it to begin with. I thought it was gonna be cool, but if we're making her a genie, what the fuck are we in? Like, what the fuck we doing? For real, for real.
Is this confirmed? Or
Yes.
is this a rumor?
It's confirmed. I mean, I guess there's still enough time because they're doing mad reshoots for that show. Mad reshoots. Like, we thought there's a lot for Doctor Strange. There's a lot for that, apparently.
Yo, what am I reading right now?
I saw that and I was like, oh, wow. Okay, what?
I'm also saying something that her powers are going to be more similar to the Green Lanterns.
Why? That's not her.
It's not, but I'm not totally mad with that because her powers are boring. She literally just increases the size of her limbs. That's her ability.
Man, I wish I had that power.
Who are you telling?
I'm just saying, man. That shows a red flag for me right now, dude. It doesn't sound like I'm gonna enjoy it too much. I'm just. What about you? And the fact, hold on, real quick, because don't Inhumans kind of relate to X-Men too?
In the way that they kind of hate each other, yes. They're all products of celestials messing with humans, essentially. Okay. But yeah, the Inhumans, the only reason the Inhumans reached some sort of popularity is because Marvel wasn't getting any money from X-Men because Sony still owed them. So they made all of the X-Men fertile and they increased the numbers. Not fertile. And they increased the numbers of Inhumans. That's literally, that's the whole shebang. But it didn't hit because they tried to put a movie out for Inhumans. It was trash. So they tried to make it into a series. It was trash. The only relevant, there's like 2 or 3 relevant Inhumans, one of which is Miss Marvel. And apparently now she's a genie.
Who the fuck was on the table, right? Said, yo, guys, let's make her a genie.
I just don't know how is she just born as a genie? Like, do they find like the lamp from Aladdin and use that to? I just curious about how this is like. Gonna go.
I just don't get that this is the route y'all chose. Would you say, okay? I'm sorry. I gotta ask you this. Are you thinking right now off of what we've gotten, WandaVision to, I guess now even the rumors, that's confirmed on Marvel stuff. How would you say Phase 5 is going right now?
It's going well.
Say it's going well?
I would say so far it's going well. The only decision that just perplexes me is what we just talked about. Honestly, I was also I don't want to say annoyed. I didn't like that they cast somebody that young.
How old is she supposed to be?
I think she's like 13, but like the actor's 13, but like the character, from what I understand, as far as like around like high school age, like because like I said, she and Miles Morales are friends, like around the same age. But I mean, shoot, maybe this means Miles Morales is going to be coming in at 13. I don't know.
I'm cool with that, but dude, a genie. I mean, bro.
A
genie. That's what y'all approved. That's what y'all approved.
I'm not drunk enough for this shit.
Last two questions. We'll storm through them real quick. Hawkeye, next week. You happy and ready for that? I think that's gonna be a go.
Sure.
I'm fucking ready for that. I think it's gonna be really good and give Bart some
much deserved,
some more credit. Mm-hmm.
Much deserved.
Honestly, think they should have done the TV show route for Black Widow too, but because I think this is gonna give him one. This gives him what he's got 6 episodes.
Yep.
Hopefully, we get at least an hour for each show. I'd say we're probably gonna get 45 minutes.
40 minutes, yeah, 40. 45
so that
minutes,
what gives us around 4 hours of content for him.
The last one's gonna be the longest one. Probably last 2 will be longer episodes than the first 4. How they usually do it.
I'm very excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
And to wrap it up, I played Halo with you.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? How do you think it's gonna last? How do you think if it's gonna die? What do you think?
It's not going to die. It's just not. Halo is a big series. Just you and I, we were both like, while neither one of us really played it, just the nostalgia factor is at a whole other level. And don't get me wrong, at some point that will go away. It's kind of already gone away for me. I'm not really trying to play it unless I'm playing it with some homies. But it was also just not a game that I grew up really playing. I said this on stream. I have a lot of respect for the franchise, for the story, for Master Chief. He's probably one of the most goated main characters in the world.
True.
For a series.
Especially
do I think it would
Fortnite.
be? Huh?
Especially now with Fortnite.
Shut up now. I hate you.
Fortnite made him. I couldn't even say it with a straight face. I couldn't say it with a straight face. I'm sorry. But you got a whole bunch of kids that are going to be like, Halo was made by Fortnite.
And I told you, if any of those kids are my kids, I'm dropping them off at the fire station. And I mean that.
Not my
kid.
It's
the same thing with Naruto. If my kid, if my child, not in the near future, but in like 10 years or whatever, goes, oh my god, look, it's the ninja from Fortnite, I'm leaving him at a fire station. And I mean that.
Shit got real so quick right there.
I mean that. I will not have a discussion with my wife. I'm just going to text her code blue. She's going to know what that is. And we're just going to leave them there.
Chat, it's funnier because we were talking about this last night.
Yes. What we will not do is disrespect the king.
Oh man.
To go back to your question, I don't think it's going to die. I think Fortnite has set this standard in a lot of people's mind where something doesn't reach this phenomenon level, like level that Fortnite had hit, level that Among Us had hit, then Warzone
I mean, let's
hit
be
and
honest
still
though.
is at, that is gonna die. It's not going to die. Will it have the same numbers as those other things? No.
I understand what you're saying, but if you look at Among Us, that shit's dead.
Yeah, but that's different. I'm serious. The difference is how long did it take for them to put out a new map? And
True.
then they just put it, and then that mods that like people have put in for like different roles, they just put in those updates.
Yeah, they're better.
They're better, and they just put in those updates themselves. The creators just put kind of think one of them was like engineer, which was a mod from before. The level of attendance to their content is going to be way different between Among Us and Halo.
So with Among Us, we've talked about this ad nauseum. That shit just took forever to give updates.
Mm-hmm.
It's too hard to get a fucking group together to play that game. I don't know, dude. You got superstars, Valky, all of them literally attest to that. It's not easy to get a whole group of 10 because it's not really that fun if you got any number less than 10 to play. So that was a difficult. I will give you that. That was a bad example. But what about Splitgate?
What about Splitgate?
Exactly. That shit died. I mean, I guess the thing going, it died. It died.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying like these games that you're naming are not on the level of Halo.
I guess you're right.
They're just not. Honestly, Halo to me is on the same level, if not higher than like Call of Duty, as far as these long-lasting franchises that have been around for a while that people love. Like people love still, like regardless. This is the first Halo game in I don't know however long, but people are hopping on that shit and still playing it.
But that's also because those last few games that they had fucking flopped.
I can't speak to that because like I said, I didn't play.
They flopped. They flopped bad. Them things were no one liked them. So I'm on the standpoint of, well, you know what? Nick said it today. He's like, it's fun, but it's not new. And here's my other thing. That is going to be the battle royale will work, but it's going to be a strange ass battle royale.
Yeah, they're gonna have to really
especially if if they don't do anything about the I guess the gunplay mechanics, because all you're gonna have is people running up on each other and hitting each other, and throwing a grenade and hitting each other. So that's all you're gonna have. I've enjoyed
what?
Throwing a grenade and then running up, hitting.
Oh, you mean like melee?
Melee.
I mean, you let the man do that to you, then you just suck. I'm sorry.
I watched you get meleeed yesterday.
You have zero footage. You have zero proof. Next question.
I was streaming.
You have zero footage.
COD 4K, chat.
I'll claim it.
I will post it on TikTok.
Go for it.
I will.
Do it.
I will. Kill feed.
If you don't tag me, I'm gonna claim it.
You can't claim it because it's my content, buddy.
Is that not how that works?
Yeah. It's my content. It's off my stream. You can't claim it.
That doesn't work.
That's not how that works.
I need to talk to my lawyer.
I know you ain't paying for no damn lawyer.
Shit, I got one for free. You mean I work with him?
Oh, low key, he work. I'm not gonna dox you. Anyways, boys, we ran a lot longer than we wanted to. I just kept asking him shit. Honestly, it was good shit. That genie thing threw him for a lit.
Yeah, that really.
I threw him his ass for a loop.
I'm probably going to be sitting in my bed tonight looking at that. So thanks for that lack of sleep in advance.
All right. Well, we are, gonna get out of here. Is that a new jacket? You get into the hoodie game?
Oh, the one I have on? Nah, yeah. I just never wear the hoodie up.
You getting in hoodies? You getting in the hoodie game?
Oh, yes, sir.
You are? How many hoodies you got right now?
Right now I have 3, but 2 of them are actually the correct size. One of them isn't, and I'm still trying to mentally figure that one out. So let me go ahead and let you just give you the background on my hoodies real quick because we got time. So this was the first one I bought. I bought it like 6 months ago. It's like, okay, bet I like hoodies now. I ordered two.
I love hoodies. That's
Love
why I'm
them.
asking you about it. I love hoodies.
Yeah, no, I'm into them now.
I'm
I
addicted.
want to get a pink one. And
I got one
I'm
on the
a
way,
purple
but
one,
it's fucking UPS. Not even UPS. No, it's US Postal Service. Worst thing, 100 Thieves, if you're watching, please stop sending y'all's stuff by US Postal Service. Please don't do it. I've been waiting. I saw everybody get their stuff. Y'all usually send me my stuff from FedEx. It's almost stamped that I'm getting that thing on time too. This thing has been sitting in one spot for 11 days. Don't know where it is. Haven't gotten an update. And the thing is, this is a limited pullover. I won't be able to get it again. So please.
So this is the part where I tell all of y'all to just go to JCPenney, get you a nice $20 hoodie, get on with your life. Except what I'm about to say might make you not want to do that, because I ordered 2 hoodies for them, a black one and a teal one. And the black one they both got here at the same time. The black one was a little bit snugger than this one that I have on, but it's all 3 of them were 3XLs. So I don't know how the fuck that happened. But the black one, a little bit snugger. But I was like, okay, you know what? It still fit. Like I'll wear it. It's small. It's a little bit snugger. It doesn't it's not hugging my size. I can just feel that it's a little bit smaller than this one. Not the teal.
Not you said
I don't
not.
know. I said now the teal. Now I don't know how clothing works, but when I order something, I order 3 different items. Well, really, it's 3 same items, different colors, same sizes. But it literally, the order I got them was I got this one first, then I got the black one, then I got the teal one. So I don't know if JCPenney just ran out of clothing or material.
Possibly.
Because the teal one, which I love the color teal, very upset that it does not fit me. It says it's a 3XL. I don't know if that's a 3XL for giants. I mean, that's for little people, because it doesn't fit me like a 3XL does. Now, how does a 3XL fit me, you might ask? Like this. Because I have one from the same company. It's quite literally the same hoodie with a different color. And I'm just really perturbed on how the hell it's smaller than, each one got small. I should not feel my boobs.
I tell you
in the ways that I feel them.
I had that issue with the young and reckless hoodies. They used I got one hoodie, sick. I love it. Comfortable. Doesn't compare to the 100 Thieves hoodies, but it's comfortable. I got another one because I was like, oh, this one's dope. I've had their stuff. That thing was like a medium. Did not fit. I was gonna rip it if I tried to pull it on. So yeah, I don't understand. But anyways,
stupid.
That was the show. Thanks for watching the Nerds with Attitude. We will be back. More than likely Friday. Anyways, make sure y'all smile for cheek. Go fucking tell somebody you love them or something like that. I guess I don't know if you want to. Hey, Big Mike, I love you.
Love you too. We're just stealing outros.
Wait, what?
You said we're just stealing outros.
Wait. What's my outro again?
Okay. All right, y'all have a good night. Asshole.
He forgot his outro the other day, chat. Anyways, smile from cheek to cheek. Make sure you also go tell somebody you love her or something like that. Make sure you keep the thumbs up. I'll see y'all fucking later. Peace. He forgot his outro. He forgot his outro.
Asshole.
He forgot his outro.